It's always somebody. It's always somebody that has to pick a fight with, you know, African Americans, Black Americans over something still so stupid. Always has to pit us against each other, and it's not that serious. So you said that Burna Boy doesn't need us. He doesn't need our support. Do you know how big he is? He's big because he's an international star, not just an African star. Okay, and to be honest, considering his track history, his violence against women, I don't know why you all made him famous. It's giving African Chris Brown, but I digress. If you had made this comment about like Davido, Rema, I would have fully agreed with you. Like, they don't need us. They stay very true to their culture. They don't try to switch up their sound, their music. But Burna Boy who used a sample of Toni Braxton. Who was Toni Braxton? She's not African, I mean by ancestry, but she's an African American. She's a Black American, and that's one of his biggest songs. He was influenced by American culture, American music to make that song. Even Wizkid, after Wizkid's album Made in Lagos went crazy and he was coming out with his next album, what did he say? He said, don't call my album Afrobeats. This is not an Afrobeats album. He didn't even want to be put in that box. And people were mad. Africans were mad. Like, why are you trying to distance yourself from your culture? Like, you're using this comment to defend Burna Boy, and he's not the one. He's not the one. And like I said, after all the research I did on him and all of the allegations against him, the violence against women, the gang activity, he should have been canceled. And it was not until he came to the United States of America acting a damn fool that people really started to say, yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Hola lovelies, this is Zoe, and today I wanted to do a video about the Nigerian singer Burna Boy. And lately Burna Boy has been in hot water because a lot of people don't like his attitude. It seems like he's getting canceled from all over the African diaspora, and I've been watching a lot of videos on TikTok and on here on YouTube, and I heard that certain people from the diaspora are canceling him. Like, he got canceled from Jamaicans because he disrespected one of their legends, and I heard that he got canceled and banned in the UK because of his bad behavior, but I don't know what he did, but he's no longer allowed to perform in the UK. And now we have Americans, particularly Black Americans, canceling him because of what he did to a lady at a concert in Denver. This story has been going around for about quite a while now, and the lady that came to the show, she was falling asleep, and so Burna Boy, he saw her and he wanted her escorted out of his concert. And you know, of course, people recording, and it went viral, and I think that might be one of the reasons why a lot of Americans are canceling him, because not only are people canceling, but there are other celebrities like Rihanna and the rapper Eminem who spoke out about that too. And a lot of people, they canceling their shows because they just don't care for him. They don't like his attitude, and he has a history of being rude and violent and having an attitude. And what makes it worse, not only are the Jamaicans and Americans canceling him, but also his own people, the Nigerians are canceling him too, because they do not like his attitude. And I don't know much about Burna Boy. I'm not a fan, but I know of him. For me, the only reason why I've been noticing him or been seeing him on my timeline, it was because he was dating the American singer Chloe Bailey, and I'm a fan of Chloe. I know they were dating, so that's why I kept seeing him in my timeline, but I really don't care for him or his music. But there are Americans and Africans giving their opinion on TikTok, and I actually wanted to show you some of these videos. And After the videos, I'll be back.
Watching the Burna Boy situation go down and play out has been so interesting because the way this started off on one thing and has evolved and escalated to where we are now really shows that you really just get by keeping your mouth shut. I saw the video of him calling out the fan that was asleep at his show. What I did not know is that he was late to the show. I, as well as everybody else, did not know that she was going through the loss of her child's father, and she had gone to the concert to cheering up her mood. With the show being late, she fell asleep because, again, she's exhausted because she's going through a lot. This is why we keep saying you don't know what people be going through when you open your mouth. But child, the way the cancellation has been quick and heavy, I have not seen anything like this since Daniel Caesar. As of today, Thanksgiving, his Minneapolis show that was set for tomorrow, as well as Chicago show that was set for Monday, have been canceled in a little ticket sale. I know there's graphics of saying that the whole North American leg of the tour is canceled, but that has not been confirmed. Because as of right now, his shows in Boston, DC, Belmont Park, New York, Atlanta, Orlando, as well as the remainder of the North American leg is still going on. However, I will say I've been seeing many ads for his Atlanta date at State Farm for over a week now on my feeds. Because listen, he's struggling to sell these tickets. I don't know why artists decide to do the full arena instead of just usual half arena and then have the other half of the back closed. The only artist I've seen who's been able to do this and actually sell out was Maluma. And that was in 2022 when people were starting to go back outside the concert. Now, granted, Atlanta has a very sizable African population, and we love Burna Boy over here. I don't know how much we love him still at this very moment. We really won't know until next week. But yeah, y'all, ego can be your own detriment.
Burna Boy don't cancel in trip for the year. All the tour for the year, he just canceled it, and this actually came up after the incident that happened where he asked a lady and her boyfriend to leave his show because she was actually sleeping, right? So he actually ended up canceling every tour, every show. Burna Boy, I don't know if I should call this brag, but I love Burna Boy. Don't forget to follow me for more updates.
Burna Boy is cancelled. Have you guys even seen what he did? Bear in mind, this is what his last concert looks like. Literally 2 days ago, he did a concert in Texas and everyone boycotted it. Let me tell you why. So the other day, Burna Boy was doing a concert until he saw a couple sleeping while he was performing. Bear in mind, they were sleeping because he took that long to get on stage. And this is what he said to them. Look, look, look.
I see you over there with your girl sleeping in front of me. Pisses you the fuck off, bro. Yeah. You understand? So please take her the fuck over.
After that, he proceeded to sit down and said, Wallahi, I am not singing another song until she leaves. And this is what's happened after he did that. And honestly, I think it's only fair. You see these famous people, they think they can speak to anyone however they want. And bear in mind, people have the power to cancel these type of people that think they're just above anyone just because they're famous and rich. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I think this is completely disgusting because bear in mind, that woman fell asleep because he was that late to the concert. And she was only trying to get away from her family problems, which is why she went to the concert.
I just bring you the money on your. You supposed to know say me no be no. So my baby make you no go down. Don't go down. When you get to the top. On the girl them go say that.
So Burna Boy is feeling the effects of his mouth, and when he was making fun of that lady that fell asleep at his concert and he blasted her, and then we later found out why she was asleep, because she's got life going, like her life is lifing. So now he went to Houston and had a concert, and the fans are, you know, putting the cameras around and the seats are empty. There is no star without your fans. Like, you are nothing without your fans. And then he had the nerve, the audacity, the gall to put out an apology letter. If the word "if" is in your apology, that's not an apology. I'm sorry if I made you feel a certain type of way. No, I'm sorry that I made you feel this way because of what I did. That is an apology. There is no remorse. I think that he's just hoping that it'll blow over, and then you know, he'll be back to whatever he was. But no, sir. No, the internet is forever, and you messed up.
So apparently, the No Sign of Weakness tour in Minneapolis tomorrow has been cancelled, and obviously due to low ticket sales. Man, as talented as this guy is, now in bad attitude, now he go ruin him. I'm telling you. For this life, rate who rate you, no rate who no rate you. I'm telling you. See, I'm now no rating fans, and fans no rate I'm back. Can you see the result? This is bad. I sincerely hope he bounces back from this and he learns, because trust me, that guy has a lot to learn, a lot.
So the lady that Burna Boy chased out of his concert because she was sleeping came out to say that she's been battling depression ever since the father of her daughter passed away. And this is one of the things that people were saying. What if she had a long work day? What if she was tired? What if she wasn't feeling the best? He didn't even care to make any inquiry or be like, what's going on with you? Like, what's going on over there? It's more about his pride and his ego. So the lady by the name of Chaltu says, I am the girl that was kicked out of the show last night. I don't even know where to begin, but that was very embarrassing and humiliating to myself and my boyfriend. Burna Boy could have handled that situation better than that. He had no idea what was going on with me, and he didn't even care to ask if I was okay. I have been mentally, physically, and emotionally drained since my daughter's dad passed away, and I came to his show to put a smile on my face after everything that has happened. He took forever to come out, and I was tired. We paid to be there, and if I wanted to close my eyes and sleep, I can do that. It's my money that I wasted, not his. And for all of you in the comment section being nasty, how about showing kindness, because you never know what someone else is going through.
Burna Boy reportedly cancels 5 arena dates from his No Sign of Weakness tour. And these cities are Boston, Washington, D.C., Belmont Park, New York, Atlanta, and Orlando. And according to reports, it was stated that he cancelled those cities because of low turnout in ticket. Like, he did not sell out, and there's nothing he can do. Like, it's not even enough for him to come to that show. Again, they said it's because that people did not purchase tickets because he refused to apologize to the lady that he walked out of his concert because of sleep, because the lady was sleeping. You all know that story. And if you recall, you'd remember that Americans has said that if Burna Boy does not apologize to the lady or apologize to them for the way he treats his fans, that they are not going to come out for his tour or shows anymore. And I don't think Burna Boy took that seriously. And looking at how things are turning up or are turning out, you realize that actually these people are carrying out them. And I think it is high time Burna Boy apologizes to his fans, you know, and get this over and done with, because it's not good. Of course, this is the season now that artists, you know, go to countries to perform and get paid, you know, from the money that is purchased from tickets. Now imagine that a lot of people do not buy tickets. How do you want to pay your team? How do you want to pay your management? How do you want to pay the people that you went on this tour with? How do you want to pay? You can't keep canceling and canceling and canceling. So I think he should take it serious now, because canceling 5 arenas, bro, is it not too much? 5 arena dates is too much actually. And all of these dates are supposed to take place from the first week of December, and now he has cancelled it. According to someone who attended Burna Boy's concert in Dallas a few days ago, the person said that Burna Boy apologized on stage again. He said that Burna Boy apologized, and I'm going to read the caption he wrote there, yeah? The apology reads, I know my ticket sales are suffering since that incident. Even the coffee I introduced, no one is buying. So please, I am sorry to everyone and everything I said. It was a slip of tongue. He said, Burna Boy apologized to his fans for his actions, and again, he also apologized for broke shaming his fans. He said everybody should forgive him. And a lot of people has confirmed that he said this in Dallas show. Now, people are saying that they don't accept that, according to what I read, that they don't accept that. They want him to single that lady out, to single that particular lady out and apologize to her rather, because that lady was going through a lot, you know, although he didn't know. But after he learned that the lady was going through, or after he learned what the lady was going through, what did he do? He has not acknowledged what the lady put out, that he should apologize to the lady. Guys, what do you think? According to them, this is the second time. The first time he apologized, he said, I'm sorry. If where there should be, I'm sorry that. You get? So if is where his fans are faulting him, that if actually you want to apologize, you shouldn't be using if there. What you should be using there is that. I'm sorry that what I did, you know, affected in one way or the other, you know, that kind of thing. But he didn't put it that way, and people are faulting him. They said that he should single the lady out and apologize, then they can proceed from there. He tendered this particular apology in Dallas show, where he went, of course, in one of the arenas he was supposed to perform. So that's it. I just thought I should give updates as regards what I'm seeing online, you know, because most of the times we don't get to see the whole information there. So we just be stuck with the old one that we already have. So I just thought I should share with you people. Thank you.
Them no go tell you to run, you go run for your life. If you wake up in the yard and see one, you go run for your life, you go fight for your life, no cheesy. So Burna Boy has actually cancelled his NSOW tour after receiving several backlash from people on social media. And I'm guessing we all know the reason why. He sacked somebody for sleeping at his concert. Osha nipa no on vibe na adi nti osi hey, fa onyama kofi. I had the one year the member ladino wa ha fa bag na fa bibia uguchi belt na bibia di baby afako. You are no longer going to sit here because I'm performing and you are not vibing. People started boycotting his shows after that thing happened. There are videos everywhere on social media where, you know, he's performing to an empty, audience and all that. Nobody did a show under, just like one or two people enjoying the vibe and the music and everything. For me as an artist, I would even prefer the atomic tickets na bet na me show as a leader. I prefer that, and even if I don't like your vibe and energy, I would interact with you, let you know that, oh, why are you not feeling my vibe, my energy? You know, what's wrong? Are you tired? Because people go through the day's activities and they have time to even buy tickets to attend your concert. That should be even special enough for you as an artist, because it's not easy for people to come for concerts, and concerts are starting around 11 p.m., 12 a.m. and it ends at 3 or 5 a.m. You should be grateful for people having time to come and, you know, experience your music. It's a beautiful thing you do and people love it, so you need to preserve the vibe and energy between you and your audience, your fans. But for you to kick out of no, how the vibe now energy in Chinti, Faubag na Kofi, that is actually so wrong. Let's call a spade a spade. I'm a big fan of Burna Boy, but what he did wasn't it. It wasn't actually good. I feel Burna Boy could have done this in the right way. Like, even if he did that and he realized his mistakes, he could have done something good. I mean, meet the person, like, try and organize something, meet the person, you know, apologize to the person in a special way. Let them feel loved because you are their artist and they like your music. Let me know what you think in the comment section.
Burna Boy is now starting to feel the backlash as his most recent concert only sold around 2,000 tickets out of a venue capacity of 18,000 people. The backlash comes after Burna Boy kicked out one of his fans out of his Denver concert for sleeping.
And I see you over there with your girl sleeping in front of me. This is me the fuck off, man. I'm not doing no more songs until you take her home, man.
He has since apologized on his Instagram story. However, it doesn't look like his fans are receptive of it. But only time will tell if he will truly be forgiven by his fans. But it's still crazy to think that
Burna Boy has begun canceling tour dates due to low ticket sales here in the US. I saw this being rumored and I went and looked it up myself. And so I saw on Ticketmaster that his date tomorrow in Minneapolis has been canceled. And then I think this weekend in Chicago has also been canceled due to low ticket sales. It was rumored that Atlanta and DC were going to be canceled as well. So I went and looked up, you know, DC to see what the seats were looking like. And I'm going to show y'all. This is the availability of seats left for DC, which is surprising because DC, the DMV area, there is a lot of West Africans there, but his tickets are not selling. This does not need to be an arena tour. He needs to go to a smaller venue, but I don't think he's humble. I think he's way too arrogant, and you know, he's gonna end up canceling more tour dates. Like I said in my previous video, where I was talking about, you know, the videos from the Houston tour date where, you know, it looked empty. Like, yes, people were there, but this did not need to be an arena or a concert in an arena. There were so many empty seats. People are over him. People are over him. I do think he tours a lot. People in the comments said that he always shows up mad late. And then he's just been very disrespectful towards fans. He kicked the fan out for sleeping. He said that he doesn't want poor people buying his tickets. The incident with the married woman who rejected him because he was married. And so he assaulted her husband. He's just very arrogant. He thinks that, you know, his stuff does not stink and that, you know, he can do whatever he wants. And now he's finding out, yes, you can do whatever you want, but we can also. And we cannot support you. We cannot support you. And you're going to have to cancel more tour dates, or you're going to have to go to smaller venues. And again, like I said in my last video, sometimes when, you know, you really like an artist and they're actually a good person, you feel bad when, you know, their tickets aren't selling. But for you, it's kind of a key.
They're canceling Burna Boy for real. They're canceling Burna Boy for real. It's been, what, 4 or 5 concerts he's had to cancel because of low ticket sales? When you have bad character, people will finally stand up to you. I've been knowing Burna Boy had bad character for a minute now because I've been a fan of his since undergrad. But baby, does he finally see it now? Will he finally say sorry now? I
was bringing the money on you.
I might have been a little fucked up about it. My feelings might have been hurt, but I would have been at the lawyer office. and I want $5 million. I want $5 million. At the very least. Now go ahead and get my money so I can start my healing process. I need to heal. And bitch, I don't give a fuck how many Z's I caught in my goddamn chat that I goddamn paid for. Bitch, if I take me a whole nap, don't wake up till 10 minutes left in the show, that's my motherfucking business. That's my business, bitch. I paid my money for the motherfucking ticket. Who the fuck? Child. And to that girl, they got kicked out of the Burna Boy concert. Don't even worry about it, sweetie. That's your come up. Okay? That's your blessing. Okay? Because if it had been me, I would have collected my shit. I would have gathered my things. And by morning time, bitch, I would have had me a motherfucking lawyer. Because who you playing with? Because I could show you better than I can motherfucking tell you. Don't get beside yourself. You're going to have to hide yourself. Okay? Don't play. Listen. And it come to find out the girl had a lot of shit going on. He could have handled the situation a lot different. He could have asked, hey, hold on, y'all. She good? Bro, she good? Hey, if she not good, you know what I'm saying? You might just want to go ahead and take her home. You got too arrogant. You got too beside yourself. You gotta humble yourself. Because when you don't, and they ain't gonna talk about, I don't want no broke fans. Nigga, the broke fans is what made you rich. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. The broke fans is what made you rich. What is you talking about? Now ain't nobody at your motherfucking shows, barely. And shit, and by the look of the footage, before the incident, it really wasn't nobody there. So you should have been trying to hold on to every fan you got. And then you extra stupid because instead of coming to the internet and apologizing to the fan and making sure she gets some more tickets or something like that, you double down like a dumbass. Like we have not seen this show before. It's been many celebrities that's been hot and they do some stupid shit and their response to what they did was stupid is what always brings them all the way the fuck down. And truth be told, I had been quit fucking with Burna Boy because of the African American comments. And then I see how he was kicking fans, doing shit to fans. Baby, that's not how you treat fans. Because them same fans that God gave you, God will take them away. Who you think you are? You're not bigger than the program, sweetie. Calm the fuck down. You needed to calm the fuck down a long time ago. You still ain't got the motherfucking hit. You're not selling out shit. You canceling shows, sweetie. Yeah, baby, I would have been at the lawyer's office immediately. Would have been at the lawyer. That ain't nothing but a blessing, baby. That's a come up, baby. Wipe them tears. Go ahead and collect your motherfucking money. Huh? Baby, please.
So you mean to tell me that Burna Boy shot somebody's husband because his wife would not go with him? He's kicking people out for sleeping in his concerts and he's shooting husbands. husbands because their wife won't cheat on them. Nigeria, this is a lot. This is a lot. It's actually way too much. Quite frankly, it's too much. It's a lot.
I went to Burna Boy's concert last night in Dallas, and let me preface this by stating I'm definitely somebody who can separate the art from the artist. I don't follow a lot of celebrities on social media, and to be quite frank with you guys, me and the girlies got invited out. So what are we doing? Going to a free concert. I don't want to just come and see a performer. I want to see a performance. I'll give it to Burna. He is an amazing artist. Like, his music, I think any artist that's able to evoke different emotions within me spiritually is just top tier. But I think what we're seeing is a man who got lost in the plot. Like, how much of who we are depends on reputation. I studied this in school. I have a degree in PR. So seeing how Burna Boy is slowly fading out, kinda, I wouldn't even put it as far as that, but seeing this backlash he's getting is due to his reputation. We're seeing his reputation slowly diminish, and if there's one law that has no reversal, it's your reputation. You're meant to uphold that at all times because there's no good that comes out of having a bad reputation. I don't care if you're a celebrity, and I think this is what's happening with Burna. His ego needs to die. Because what? You thought you didn't have to give as much this year as you've done in the past? I've seen Burna a few times. Honestly, I think this concert wasn't well timed to begin with, but that's another conversation. And I think concerts are meant to evoke different emotions within us, right? So I'm looking at the stage presence, the stage artwork. It's giving low budget. I think the reason why people pay hundreds of dollars and even go to concerts is because they're expecting to have an amazing performance, not just see an artist. They want to see the dancers, the choreography. They want to see the stage design. All of these things truly matter. And they're telling me you couldn't find just one stylist. I'm a stylist. You could have paid me $100. I would have styled them gladly. It's as if these things didn't matter. I think these things matter in a concert. And from the dancers' outfits to the drum line, like, it was just giving. It's as if he was just repurposing each person. Bro, like, you could have paid me to style your dancers. Like, too big. You think these things don't matter, and this is the same reason why people go to concerts and pay hundreds of dollars, because they want to feel these different emotions. Like, I'm just looking at you because your ego is so big. I'm like, this, as he's performing, I'm just looking at him like he thinks this is all we need to see. Like, he thinks that these things don't matter. Like, we're just sold. We're just bought on the idea to see Burna Boy. And next time I see him in concert, if I do, because I've seen him too many times, I want to feel something. And I feel like Burna Boy really lacked all these different elements that go into having a concert. Let me just do this world tour, because what? Isn't that how celebrities make money? Is that why everybody's touring? Like, they make money through tours? I don't know. It just felt like, let me just give them something. Let me just give them small. I'd be like, I don't know.
Burna Boy, the Americans go teach you humility, eh? I'm just caught up to the news. I'm hearing Burna Boy apparently kicked out a couple that was sleeping in the front row. He said he's offended, he's ill, and them sleeping right there when he's performing, it's a sign of disrespect. So he said F off. Then people called him out for humiliating these couple. Even Eminem chipped in. I was like, what the hell? What does Eminem know about Afrobeats? I mean, with all due respect, I'm just saying. Then instead of apologizing or offering the lady a free ticket to a future concert, this dude was like, hey, if you're broke, I don't care, man. Hey, I only want the rich people, fans with who are rich. I didn't ask you to be my fan. You know what I'm saying? Granted, from the context that he was saying, it was a joke, but still, you don't joke like that after such an incident. You know what I mean? You have to get public relations training, man. You can't be like that. I get it, you're rich, you're established, you're all this, you're the big man, but still, people can humble you, man. You remember these people that you're calling brokies and stuff like that? They're the ones feeding you, okay? They're their fans. They're the ones paying for your concerts and stuff for you to go around doing all that. So you gotta have humility, bro. So they forced the humility upon him. This is his Houston concert. Yeah, this is a 20,000 capacity stadium. There was a handful of people there. This is very unusual for a Burna Boy concert, isn't it? Now I hear his Mississippi and Chicago concerts are cancelled. Yeah, because he can see, oh, you messed up, man. They hitting you on the legs, bro. They got you. Yeah. Oh, the best you can do is, what would I do if I was you? I would offer that lady, I don't know, some sort of gift. You know what I mean? Fly her over and stuff, just with the boyfriend. Just say, I apologize. You know, I'm very humble. You know, I come from humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to disrespect you. I love you. You're my fan. Okay, so thank you for forgiving me. Done, bro. Then people will forgive you. That's it. But if you continue, oh, these Americans will humble you, bro. You can't have this standing in America because it will last. Okay? That's all I can say. Good luck, Burna Boy. You know what I mean?
Ticketmaster just sent me an email saying the Burna Boy tour has been canceled. And while I feel so hurt and so sad and so distraught with everything that's going on, like, I'm just tell Burna Boy to understand the fact that everything happens for a reason. Now, E is the reason a lot of this shit is happening because there's been a lot of negative PR around this tour. And one thing I do want him to understand is, like, maybe God is telling you to slow down. Because you've really been touring for the past almost 10 years. You've been touring every year. Maybe God is telling you to slow down and work on yourself and work on your anger and work on the insecurities he has. Because everybody's insecure and we know Burna really gets hangry. Like, maybe this is a time for you to self-reflect in who you are. Because at the end of the day, this just shows that your fans, like, we as fans are the reason why artists make so much money. And not to, like, because I know, you know, everybody's like, oh, you're a bad person, but we're not perfect. At the end of the day, we are not perfect as human beings. Yes, was he wrong? Obviously, he should have never did that. But at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. And he has to look at this canceling whole thing as, okay, well, anything can happen to anybody. I'm going to go work on myself. I'm going to learn how to talk to people. I'm going to find ways to respect my fans. I'm going to do better as an artist. And a lot of you do not like Burna Boy before. Like, we know that shit. He has a lot of haters, which is cool, right? But me, I was always going to support Burna Boy no matter what. Well, I shouldn't say no matter what, because guy, he's a human being. He can make mistakes. It's not like I'm not supporting what he did, but it's like, man, this guy no cute person now. But Burna Boy, chin up. You're a man. You know, yes, this is bad. You were probably losing a lot of money, but this too shall pass, right? Take your time, reflect in who you are, work on yourself. Take that anger management class because it's not cool. There's nothing cool about, like, being mad at the people, at the people. Because I promise you, in that moment when that shit happened, if Burna Boy showed some sort of empathy, like, okay, well, I'm sorry this shit is happening to you, or, you know, if he had showed some sort of empathy, this tour might actually go crazy because a lot of people are going to relate to him like, damn, he has empathy for these people. But like I said, at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason, you know? Please come back to, I beg, Joe, watch in Chicago soon. Joe, I beg, please come back to Chicago sometime soon because I enjoy the album. A lot of people say they didn't like the album. Personally, I enjoy the album. And yeah.
They don't understand that you have to respect Black America, especially if you're trying to market yourself to Black America. Like, there are some Black artists, you know, they have a majority white fan base like The Weeknd or Tyler, the Creator. But if you are somebody that's trying to market yourself to Black Americans, you have to and you need to be very, very careful. Because if you say or do the wrong thing, then they're going to cancel you. And if they cancel you, then, you know, your career is over. And this is kind of the same thing that happened to Tyler. Like, more foreign blacks need to be more like Flo, the R&B girl group Flo. They have said many times that their biggest fan base is here in America, and they love their American friends. They don't be rude to them. They don't talk trash, you know. They don't say stupid stuff like, oh, Black Americans don't have any culture. Now, that's another thing that Burna Boy said, and I think that's another reason why Black Americans want to cancel him. But you cannot insult Black America and then expect them to go to your shows or buy your music or whatever. And, you know, like I said, there's people that's still gonna buy his music. So I don't know if he's officially canceled, but if he, you know, I think he might hurt just a little bit. It might hurt his pockets a little bit because he did get canceled in Chicago. He got canceled in, like, I think Houston, Texas, Atlanta. So there's certain states where they're canceling their shows and getting their money back. So I say, so you know, some Americans are actually boycotting him, but still there's still some that are willing to pay to see him. And as long as those people are coming to see him, he's still gonna be making money. I guess he thought he was gonna get a pass like Cardi B or Chris Brown. But artists like those, you know, they have longevity and they've been in the business a long time. So, you know, a lot of people aren't going to cancel them no matter what they do. With Burna Boy, I said he hasn't really been in the you know, industry as long as them, but he wasn't going to get that same treatment, I'm sorry to say. But plus, Burna Boy is a foreign black man, so he's not going to get the same treatment as Chris Brown. So I feel like it's easier for Americans to, you know, cancel foreign blacks because, you know, it's not from the same culture, and if your music isn't that good, then, you know, it's easy for people to cancel you. But really, I say, if you're a foreign black and you know that you're trying to cross over to the United States, please be nice, please respect the people, and please make sure not to come for people. Like, don't say nothing offensive, you know, towards Americans, especially black Americans, like saying stupid stuff. That black Americans don't have a culture. Even some of your songs, you know, sampled American music, so it makes no sense. So I feel like if you're going to cross over, you gotta be nice, you know. Cancel culture is real. And I've seen a lot of people get canceled and their careers have never been the same. A great example would be the R&B singer Chrisette Michele. So, you know, just be nice. I believe that's all I have to say for this video. Please tell me what you think of this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.